Hello there and welcome to another MineCraft 951 3D pixel art tutorial, and today we're going to be start a new sort of like little series. We're going to do a few transformers for you. Like similar to the Optimus Prime one we did, where they're standing at like a diagonal sort of builds. So what we'll do is I'll quickly show you how it looks after we've built it.
Watch the scenes we live on.
Right, and we're back. So what we can do here is we'll start from here and we'll do a row of 3, and we'll make it the front bit of it 2 by 2 like that. In fact, what we'll do is we'll make that side bit so it sticks out further. No, we'll do it like that, and we'll do a 2 red there, so it looks something like that. So then what you can do is get your grey, do a row of 2 grey here. It's alright, that block's supposed to be like that, so don't worry about that for now. And then 1 there like that. So it's looking pretty good. It's just going to be quite a simple model like the Optimus Prime one we did quite a while back. So a row of 2 like that. Then you want to come out and you want a white here. And then on this block here you want another 2 red, and then a red that comes over towards here. And then a white in front of that. So you get the 2 whites going diagonal there, and then like an arrow shape for the actual start of his leg. On top of this we then can put blue. I might change that to obsidian because it's a slightly darker blue, but for now that should do. So 1, 2, 3 of your grey like so, and that is pretty much his leg complete. So from there we want to make it so it joins up, so we want to do like an arrow marker like that, and we do that twice. And then off of this you can make the other leg, and the leg is very symmetrical to the other side, so you can just copy what you've done on the other side. So 3 grey like that, you want a blue and a white on the front, and then say if I'm looking from the inside here, that'd be red. We've done that right so far, yeah. And then on the back of this white here, in fact it's so on this red, what you want to do is bring it out and down like so. So once you've done that, then what you can do is come to the back here. In fact, what we'll do is we'll go from the front. So we can place a white here, so you get the 2 going in like that, then come back to the back of the red. To roughly here, and put two white like so. And then from there you want to then drop this down, 2 there, so that'll go to the floor. And then from this you can do your foot. So what we can do there is 2 grey, and then a white, which would then be on the inside, so it'd be there. Then what you can do is your red underneath, 3 like that, 1 like that. In fact, they go out 1 further. So that's right there, and then you can take out that block there, so it'll look something along the lines of that for now. And that is the base of this model done. These are going to be his legs. And then what we can do is come up to where the stomach's going to be, and then what you can do is come round to the side here and place a block here and here and here. So from the back you should get like a sort of almost like a Y shape, if that makes sense to you guys. So then what we can then do is place a grey there, and this is going to be the starter to his actual upper body. So then what I can do is place a red on top, and then what we're going to do is place one either side of that, and we're going to bring it out twice this way and twice this way, so you end up with something like that. It's almost like a W pattern if you were looking at it properly. And you want to bring this up 3, and in the middle of them 3 there you want a grey block. And what you could do from these 2 here, you bring it out and up, here and here. So from the front you should see something that looks very similar to that for now. So what we then can do is get our grey, come to the top, place a grey here and here. And then from that what you could do is bring it up diagonal this way and this way. And this is going to be like the start of your face. So it's going to look like that. I'm definitely probably going to change the blue to obsidian because it's definitely a darker colour blue. So at the back you bring that bit up there, and that ties in nicely. So then what you can do from this grey, you can then bring it out here and here, and you want that to come down to roughly the same length as the front of your body here. So there, it's a row of 3 down completely. And then from the middle here you can bring that down roughly to there as well. So if you're looking from underneath these 2 gaps here, you can either change them to a grey or something like that. It's totally up to you. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I think I like that. So then we've got the blue here missing out the bottom row, and you want 2 lots of 2 like that. As you see, it's coming along. It's looking pretty nice if you ask me. So then what we can do from here, you put another grey there and another grey there. I mean, for now you could probably change them for brown, but I'm just going to use grey. And we want a white out, we want 1 here and 1 there. So they sit around that last grey that you've placed. Same with this side, 1 here and 1 here. And as we're looking from it, that's the front. As you can see, he's really starting to take shape now. Once we get these arms in, he'll really start to look the part. So what we can do is bring the white down so it's the same length as the 2 red here. That's making a good sort of shape for this robot. So then what we can do is come up to the top here, put 1 diagonal like so, and then from the side of this you want to bring it out diagonal, up 1, out 1, and then up 1. Like that. So as you're looking from the side you should see something like that for the arm. This one here we can then put a grey, just to give it a bit more sort of definition to this. So as we're looking at the back as well, what I'm going to do is make this another zigzag so it comes down to the right length there. And then another one here like so. That all fits in pretty nicely. This one here is up to you whether you want to put I'm going to put grey in now just to keep it in line with the rest. And then this one here you want a grey to come out, and that'll be the start of your actual hand, and then a grey at the back there. And that is his shoulder pretty much done. So we're going to do that again on this side. So as we're looking at it, what you can then do is bring this down here. We'll get there in the end, down and then out and up, so it sits up to roughly about there. Hang on, I'm doing it wrong I think, yeah. So ignore what I've just done with that, take that out. As you're looking at it from the front there, you want to then place a grey here, then get your white out, and you want 2 down, then bring it out and up like so. This one here would then come across and have a diagonal there, and then this side would be your little S, so it comes down to roughly about there. Then here you want another 2 white, and then under here you can add another grey. Pretty sure, yeah, that's what I put that side. And then here you want a grey sticking out and a grey there. As you can see from the back, that's how he's looking at the minute. So now what we want to do is then get some blue out, place it here and here, and that is almost just like the bend of his arm. So then what we can do is get a red out and do a T pattern, like so. So it sticks out like that. Both arms are exactly the same on this build, so once I've done one on one side, you can just repeat it on the other side. It's getting a bit dark, so what we're going to do is quickly go to bed, and then we'll carry on and build this in the morning. Right, so we're back, and what you want to do is then place a grey here and here on the T pattern, and then another red for the actual hands. I may change them for a different colour in a minute, but for now we'll just leave them red. And that's pretty much the back bit of this model complete now. That is grey there, just checking. So then what you can then do is do a row of 3 here and then a row of 3 here, just to cover up all the colours from the inside, and there you go. There is your one complete G-Red transformer. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. You leave a like, comment, subscribe. Thank you, take care, goodbye.